And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back as we are getting ready for the deciding game here in this Division III NCAA Division III baseball regional tournament. Danville, Virginia Southern Regional. And the championship game is going to feature the Seagulls Seagulls of Salisbury College University versus the Maroons of Roanoke College. First, we're going to take a look at the starting nine for the designated home team for the Maroons. We've got Sean Guida leading off, Sean Guida leading off, playing right field. Collier Donald batting second, playing third base. Will Decker is batting third, playing first. Dean Hermanson at short, batting cleanup. Sam Watson in the fifth spot, playing left. Scott Ellis batting in the sixth spot, playing center. Drew McCullough, designated hitter. Will Black batting in the eighth spot behind the plate. And number 9, Eli Sumter, and he will be playing second base. John Ruhlman getting the start for the Maroons. Meanwhile, we're going to take a look at the starting nine for the Seagulls. We've got Justin Meekins leading off, playing center field. We have Scott Ardoin batting second, playing short. We have Pete Grosso batting third, playing second. Jack Berry batting cleanup, playing third. Tom Labriola behind the plate, hitting fifth. Jay Perry hitting sixth, playing first. Robbie Jones batting seventh, playing right. Jack Decker batting eighth, and he is the DH. Kyle Canavan in the ninth spot, playing left. And then we have Wells on the mound for Salisbury. So first pitch is fouled off on the right side. So the count goes 1-0 or 0-1 early on here. Guida was 0 for 5 in the last game. Thinks about trying to lay down a bunt. Decides not to. Pitch is over for a called strike. It goes to 0-2. So the 0-2 coming along. And that one is fouled off against the backstop. And the count goes to 0-2 to Sean Guida. And whoa, well placed by Labriola, but that was a little high. And the count goes to 2 balls, 2 strikes to the Maroons' right fielder. 2-2 on the way. And there's a shot down to short. And the game will start with a 6-3 ground out. So that's going to bring up Collier Donald. He was 4 for 5 in the first game with a run scored. So Donald entered this game batting .400 with 4 RBIs. So that average, no doubt, will go up after that performance. And first pitch to Donald is taken down and away for ball 1. So the 1-0 coming in. Here we go. And that one is in tight. And the count goes to 2 balls and no strikes to Donald. Championship game. Live or die time here at Dan Daniel Park. 2-0, and the count goes to 3-0 as Donald is showing some great patience here at the plate and has now got it well in his favor at 3-0. Here we go, and that one is down, ball 4. So that's going to bring up Will Decker. Will Decker went 1 for 4 in the last game, 2 runs scored, 1 driven in. So that's going to bring up Will Decker. 1 for 4, as I said earlier. 1 driven in, 2 runs scored. Wells looking in. Here's the pitch, and that is off his fist, sent into shallow center. Aradin there for the second out of the inning. So that's going to bring up Dean Hermanson. Hermanson was 0 for 2 with a pair of walks in the last game. Scored a run. And let's see if he can keep this inning alive for the Maroons. The pitch from Wells. And fastball outside part of the plate. Good for strike 1. 1 on, 2 outs in the top of the first of this championship game. Winner goes on to play in the College World Series next week. And Donald back in head first. Nice pickoff move there by Wells. Oh, 1 to Hermanson. And Hermanson sends that one out to right field. They will have a look at it, but that ball is going to get foul into the stands on the right side, right down the right field line. And so the count stays at 0-2. Roanoke scored 3 runs in the last game with 2 outs. And that pitch misses down and away. So the count goes to a ball and 2 strikes. Salisbury, 7-6 winner in dramatic fashion in the last game. And that pitch is right there, off speed, no question about it. And that's going to do it here in the top of the first. So Roanoke, no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left stranded. We move to the bottom of the first, no score. And welcome back, bottom of the first. Justin Meekins leading off for the Seagulls. First pitch inside. So Ruhlman on the mound for the Maroons, making his second appearance, second start. And that ball is hit out to right center. Guida there for the first out. So Ruhlman 1-0, went 6 innings in the first game against Salisbury. Gave up 9 hits, 1 base on balls, 8 strikeouts. Currently sits at an even 6 ERA-wise. There's a chopper down to short. And throw over, and one shortstop will ground out to the other. And there are quickly 2 outs. Pete Grosso, who picked up the win in the last game, going 4 2/3 on the mound. His 9th win of the year. He will step in. Grosso was 1 for 5 with an RBI and a run scored. Ruhlman's first offering over for a called strike 1. So the 0-1. And that one catches the inside part of the plate, and the count moves to no balls and 2 strikes. Grosso will step out for a second. He's back in. And here's the play, the 0-2. And swing and a miss, and Ruhlman gets the Seagulls down in order quickly to start things off. We move to the top of the second. No score. We will be right back. And ladies and gentlemen, we are back here at Dan Daniel Park, American Legion Post 325 field. So Sam Watson getting things kicked off. Watson was 2 for 4 in the last game with an RBI and a run scored. First pitch from Wells is going to miss for ball 1. Third meeting between these two teams in this tournament. They got us kicked off on Thursday. It was Roanoke, a 15-5 winner. And the 1-0 is going to miss and move it to 2-0. Salisbury, of course, followed that up just moments ago with a 7-6 victory against the Maroons to force this deciding game. So the 2-0 from Wells, and that one's there for strike 1. Wells making his 3rd appearance on the year. It's 1 save, 7 innings pitched, 4 hits, 6 bases on balls, 5 strikeouts, and a clean 0 ERA. And that ball is grounded down to Arlington. And there's the first out of the inning. Watson grounding into the 6-3. So that's going to bring up Scott Ellis now. Ellis took a 1 for 3 in the last game. Had 1 RBI. First pitch coming in to Ellis from Wells. Here we go. And that pitch misses high for ball 1. So Wells falls behind early in the count to Ellis. Here's the delivery. And Wells comes back with a called strike one at the knees. Good-looking fastball. 1-1 now from Wells. And big breaking ball over for a called strike two. Good call on that one, especially after two tough fastballs come in with that big sweeping breaking ball, moving from east to west. And Ellis a swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the second out here in the inning. So that's going to bring up Drew McCullough, the designated hitter. McCullough was 1 for 1 with an RBI his last time up. So we'll see what McCullough can get started here. McCullough picked up his first hit of this tournament and his first RBI as well in the last game. So McCullough is going to take a first pitch strike at the knees, and he will fall behind quickly, 0-1. Wells seems to be in control early on. Set down the first 5 he's faced. Well, he set down 4 out of the first 5 he's faced. Issued the walk to Donald. The 1-1. And move it to 1-2 as that fastball hits the zone. And the count goes to a ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs, nobody on. Maroons still looking for their first hit. And McCullough off the fist. He will send that the other way out, and it's going to drop in. And the Maroons are going to have their first hit after all. A little blooper hit the other way. And the ball just took a slice out there and drops in. And so that's going to bring up Will Black. Will Black was 0 for 3 in the last game. Entered into that game hitting 200, no homers, 1 RBI. So his average will drop down a little bit after that 0 for 3 performance, but he's got ample time to make it up here. First pitch from Wells, fastball outside corner, and for strike 1. So let's see if Roanoke can take advantage of this 2-out single from McCullough, or let's see if Wells will win out and get the Maroons to strand that runner. And that is ball 1 on the inside, as Will Black had to duck on that pitch to keep from getting plunked in the head. 1-1. 2 outs, 1 on, no score. Pickoff move back to first. McCullough back in head first. So this is where the rubber meets the road, ladies and gentlemen. 1-1, 1 game. And that ball is popped up back behind home plate. And the count goes to 1-2. So 1 game to decide it all. The winner moves on to play in the World Series in Wisconsin next week. Meanwhile, the loser has their season come to an end. Right now, Salisbury 35-10 on the year. Roanoke 32-17. Salisbury knocking off top seed of LaGrange to get here. That ball in the dirt. 2-2. Both of these teams won their conference championships. Salisbury beating Mary Washington 21-0 in the Capital Athletic Conference Championship game. Meanwhile, Roanoke picking up the 2-game victory in the ODAC Conference Championship. That pitch is fouled off. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So the 2-2 on the way. Wells looking in. Just 1 pitch away from getting this game on to the bottom of the second. And Black is going to step out of the box for a second, take a breather, collect his thoughts. And the 2-2. Here it comes. And Black swings under that one. Sends it out to shallow right field. And Jones is there to record the out. And so Wells will get the Maroons to strand a runner here in the top of the second. Roanoke, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 less stranded. We move on to the bottom of the second. No score. We'll be right back. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Dan Daniel Park as we enter the bottom of the second in this one. So Jack Berry leading things off. Berry went 1 for 3 with an RBI in the previous game. And the first pitch from Rollman. And that one is over for a called strike one. We were talking about earlier, Rollman making his second start. It's 1-0. And that pitch misses inside. 6 innings pitched altogether, 9 hits, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts, 6 ERA, the 1-1. And that ball is lifted out to left field. And Watson is there for the first out of the inning. So that's going to bring up Tom Labriola, the Seagulls catcher. Labriola went 2 for 4 in the last game, 1 RBI. Jay Perry on deck will hit next. Perry was 1 for 4 with 1 run scored. And nasty breaking ball, and that just misses. Count goes to 1-0. So the 1-0 coming in here. Here it comes. And that ball is skied high back up to the mound. And it's going to be Donald calling off Rollman. And there's the second out of the inning. So that's going to bring up Jay Perry. Jay Perry 1 for 4 with a run scored in the last game. So the big difference in the last game for Salisbury was the 2-run 8th inning. Then they were able to come back and get a shutdown inning in the bottom of the 8th. First pitch from Rollman, and that is over for a called strike one. Roanoke, of course, did pick up 1. Looked like they were going to tie the game, but Arden making a great play at short to end it on a line drive. Laid out, range to his left, and made a great catch to seal the deal and force this deciding game. So the 1-1. And big sweeping breaking ball, but Rollman not able to really get much control on that one. And it was nowhere close, so the count goes to 2 balls and a strike. And good-looking fastball, and that is sent out with eyes to center field. But Ellis is there. And that's going to do it here for the bottom of the second. Pitching has the upper hand through the first 2. We go to the top of the third, no score. So, ladies and gentlemen, top of the third. And Eli Sumter up now, 2 for 4 in the last game. No runs scored, no RBIs. And that pitch misses down and in. Count goes to 1 ball and no strikes. (1-0) from Wells. That ball is fouled off on the right side. So Sumter entered today, hitting .250 in this tournament. No homers, no RBIs. The 1-1. And that pitch catches the inside part of the plate. And the count goes to a ball and 2 strikes. (1-2). Oh, good pitch, and that's going to ring him up here to start off the top of the third. So that's going to bring up Sean Guida, who grounded out to short his first time up to kick off the game. Wells picking up his 3rd strikeout already. So 3 of Wells' 7 outs have come via the punch out. And Guida showing bunt there. Pulls back, takes ball 1. So the 1-0 coming in. And fastball sent on a line over second base out into right center. And Guida picks up his first hit of the afternoon. 1 out single, and that's going to bring up Donald now, who took a walk his last time up. Really first well-hit ball we've seen all afternoon, as McCullough was able to bloop an opposite field single into left field to get the Maroons his first hit, but that was the first one that was really well hit. That ball is fouled off on the right side. It's going to get back in the parking lot. And so Donald's going to fall behind 0-1 to start things off. Top third, no score. And here we go. Wells looking in. The 0-1, runner going on the play, and it's not going to matter as Donald is going to take one in the back, and he will get on via the hit by pitch. So now runners on first and second with 1 down. So Wells, after a pretty solid first 2 1/3, showing a little bit of struggle right now. Still plenty of time to get out of it, though. So that's going to bring up Will Decker, who popped out his first time up after going 1 for 4 with an RBI and 2 runs scored in the previous game. First pitch to Decker. And that one looked like it was over, but it's going to miss. Ball 1. (1-0) on the way. Wells checking on the runners. 1-0 delivery, and that is fisted down to first base. And Perry is going to collect it for the second out, but in the meantime, that's going to move both runners up for Dan Hermanson. Hermanson struck out his first time up. So let's see what Hermanson can get going here. Runners second and third. Hermanson's going to take a time. He's going to step back in. First offering from Wells. And that offering is in for a strike. Good looking breaking ball from Wells. Wells making his 3rd appearance. 1 save. Has now thrown 9 2/3. That pitch misses for ball 1 over the course of this tournament. picked up a no. Actually, no, excuse me. Picked up a save. Thought he had a start, but he does not. The 1-1. And that ball is sent on a line out to the gap. That's going to get down. Both runs should come in to score. They do. And Hermanson is going to get the Maroons on the board with a 2-run double here in the top half of the third. And the Roanoke fans come to their feet. A 2-run double by Hermanson off of Wells with 2 outs. So that's now, or excuse me, 2 out single. Don't know why I thought he made it to second on that play. But either way, that is now 5 Roanoke runs with 2 outs. And fly ball lifted out to the right. And Jones is there. But Roanoke picks up 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left stranded. We head to the bottom of the third. Roanoke in front by a pair. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here, bottom of the third, coming up. So that's going to bring up Robbie Jones. Jones in his first at bat today went 2 for 5 in the last game, 2 runs scored. So Jones entered this one. 438 on the year, no homers, 4 RBIs. Big breaking ball, but that's going to bounce to the plate for ball 1. Bottom third coming up. Or bottom third actually underway. And fastball, and that is smoked out into left field. And Jones's streak continues as McCullough had set down 6 up until that point, consecutive batters. And so Ruhlman surrenders his first hit. And that's going to bring up the tying run in Jack Decker. Decker getting the start despite not being in the lineup the last game. And he's going to foul that one back off against the backstop. So the count goes to no balls, 1 strike. Bottom third. Roanoke holding a 2-0 lead. Fastball and hit on a line down the right side. First base coach down there had to have a quick reaction on that one as that almost took his knees out. And so the count goes to no balls and 2 strikes. Ruhlman looking to bounce back from that leadoff single. The 0-2 on the way. Here it comes. Fastball, and that's going to bounce to the plate. It is a ball. Jones staying the whole way. So the 1-2, and that ball is sent out into right center. And runners are now on first and second. And we just got a cool little piece of information from one of the fans. Jack Decker, the first baseman for the Maroons, and Will Decker. They are brothers going up against each other. And a bunt popped up, and wow, Black lays out and makes a heck of a defensive play over there on the bunt. And wow, what a play over there. That's going to bring up Kyle Canavan. So, as we were saying just a second ago, we were just alerted by one of the Roanoke College fans that Jack and Will Decker, Jack who is the designated hitter for Salisbury, and then Will Decker, who's the first baseman for Roanoke, are actually brothers, and Meekins, or Canavan, yes, Meekins is going to get nailed right there. So it's going to bring up the shortstop for Salisbury. Base is loaded now, and that pitch is hit down to second, but Sumter is going to have trouble with it. The throw is not going to be in time. And there's the first run in for the Seagulls. So that's going to bring up Pete Grosso. Base is still loaded, one out. First pitch to Ruhlman, and that pitch is hit down to short, 6, 4, and 3. And so Ruhlman, after giving up the run, does a great job of working back, gets Grosso to hit into the 6-4-3 double play ground out. And that's going to do it here, but not before. The Seagulls are going to push one run across on 2 hits, no errors, or 1 error. They're going to leave 3 stranded. So we move to the top of the 4th. Roanoke 2, Salisbury 1. We'll be right back. And so Scott Ellis leading things off here in the top half of the 4th. Struck out his first time through, and he's going to pop that one up. First pitch swinging. And Ardoin is going to camp out under that one. And he's there for the first out. First pitch swinging, so not a bad start there for Wells. And that's going to bring up Drew McCullough, who had a opposite field blooper to pick up Roanoke's first hit in his first at bat. So let's see what McCullough can do here. First pitch And that is taken at the knees for strike one. So once again, the 0-1. And McCullough thought about going after that one, lays off. Count goes to 1-1. So Jack Decker, who is the designated hitter for Salisbury, and Will Decker, the first baseman for Roanoke, are brothers playing against each other for the regional championship here and the right to play in a World Series. So the 2-1. Here it comes. And that ball is hit hard down to short. Ardoin makes the play, though, fires over to Perry. And there's the second out. So that's going to bring up Will Black. Popped out to right his first time through. Top four, Roanoke in front, 2-1. Picked up 2 runs in the third on Hermanson's 2-run single. In the meantime, Salisbury able to come back and score a run on an error, on a Roanoke error. That pitch hits the inside part of the plate for strike one. No RBI given to the Seagulls on the air, and that ball is hit on the ground down to second. Grosso Fields fires over to Perry, and that's going to do it here in the top of the fourth. So we are through 3.5. Roanoke in front, 2-1. We'll be right back with the bottom of the fourth. And ladies and gentlemen, we are back. So Jack Berry striding to the plate right now. Getting ready to kick things off in the bottom half of the fourth. His guys down 2-1. Ruhlman looks in. He's got his pitch, and that ball is flied out to left. Watson's there. One pitch, one out. Here in the bottom of the fourth. So that's going to bring up Tom Labriola. So Ruhlman right now not messing around with Salisbury's hitters. He's going right after him. So right now 35 runs scored between these two teams in 3 games. Labriola will take a look at ball one. So the 1-0. 1 out. 1-0. And that is in at the knees. Count goes to a ball and a strike. Bottom of the fourth here. Ruhlman delivers. And that pitch misses down and away. Count goes to 2-1. Last game of this regional. Just about halfway through, that ball has popped up on the right side. Is it going to stay in play? It will. And Guida does a great job tracking that one down for the out. And wow, what a play, as Guida had a lot of ground to cover to get that one. But he hustles over, stays with it, and makes the play. And that's going to bring up Jay Perry, who lined out to right his last time up. And first pitch misses high. Count goes to 1-0. So here comes the 1-0 on the way to Perry. And that pitch is over inside part of the plate. Count goes to a ball and a strike to Perry. One on the way. And another fly ball sent out to right field, keeping Guida busy out there. Guida will run it down. And Ruhlman keeps his magic going as he has another 1-2-3 inning. We are through a full 4 innings. Roanoke in front, 2-1. We'll be right back. And so, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the top of the 5th. Roanoke at the plate. So Eli Sumter will lead things off. He struck out his last time up. First pitch coming in, and that one misses. 1-0. Sumter digs in. Delivery from Wells, and that pitch is low. Count goes to 2 balls and no strikes. Both pitchers doing a pretty good job right now. So the 2-0, and that ball is fouled off on the right side. It's going to get back out of play, and the count will go to 2 balls and a strike. Top 5. 2-1. The count and the score. Sumter kicking things off for the Maroons, and he's going to line a shot into right. That is going to fall down in front of Jones. And Sumter is on with a leadoff single. And that's going to bring up Sean Guida, who has grounded out 2 short and singled. So Guida picked up his first hit in these ball games today, his last time up. So 2-run third has been the difference in this for Roanoke, and that bunt is popped up over to third base. Really had trouble getting bunt out for some reason. And so that's going to bring up Donald now, who has walked and been hit by a pitch. So Wells looking in. And that ball is popped up behind home plate. And count goes to 0-1. Away from Wells, and runners going, throw over, and that's not going to be there. And so Sumter has a stolen base. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike now. Sumter took the loss for the Maroons in the last game on the mound. 3 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 2 walks. And that's going to turn over the order for the Maroons. Sean Guida. And that pitch misses for ball 1. Or no, excuse me, it's still Donald. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Got a little confused. And that pitch misses. Count goes to 3-1 to Donald. Here we go, and that ball is hit through the right side. Runner had to wait up Sumter to see if that ball was going to clear the base pad. Don't want to get in the way of that, so that prevents the run from scoring, but Roanoke still with runners on the corners with 1 out for Will Decker, who has popped up and grounded out thus far. So that's going to bring up Will Decker. So Wells looks in. Pitch to Decker, and off-speed pitch misses. Count goes to 1-0. Decker doing a good job of laying off that pitch. That was a tough one to sit back on. So the 1-0. Here we go. And that ball is hit out to right field. Jones drifting back. Jones is under it. In the meantime, that's going to be enough for Sumter to score, and it's now a 3-1 ball game. Will Decker coming through with the RBI sac fly. And so that's going to bring up Dean Hermanson. Struck out in a 2-run single thus far. So here's the first pitch to Hermanson. 2 outs now. Runner on first. And that pitch misses. Throw back to first, and that's going to be errant. And that's going to let the runner get over to at least second. So now Roanoke with another runner in scoring position with 2 outs. So Dean Hermanson had the 2-run single the last time up. 1-0. And there's a line drive. That ball is going to fall down. Another run should come in to score. It will. And Hermanson now has his 3rd RBI of the game. An RBI single. And it's now 4-1 in favor of the Maroons. And so that's going to bring up Sam Watson. Sam Watson is 0 for 2. He is grounded out to short and flied out to right. So Watson digging in now. Watson to look to keep things going here for the Maroons. Talking about efficiency, 4 runs, 4 hits. And a swing and a miss from Watson. Makes the count 0-1. 0-1 coming in to Watson from Wells. Wells looks in. Has his pitch. Winds. And here's the delivery, and that ball is popped up midway out to left field, and Canavan is there to stop the bleeding, but not before the Maroons pick up 2 runs in the inning. So we are going to move on to the bottom of the 5th. It is now a 4-1 ball game. We'll be right back. So, welcome back to the bottom of the 5th. Robbie Jones kicking things off. He singled his last time up. So a little bit different of a ball game than the last time Salisbury came up to bat. They were trailing by just 1 now after the 2-run 5th. Roanoke has a 4-1 lead. Pitch misses outside. Jones doing a good job of laying off that pitch on the outside part of the plate. And the count goes to 1-0. Ruhlman's 1-0, and that ball is hit down to second. Nice play by Sumter to stay with it as that ball had some English on it. And the bottom of the 5th will start with a ground out to second. So that's going to bring up Jack Decker. First pitch to Decker is in the dirt. Ball 1. And that one is high and in. Count goes to 2 balls and no strikes. Two and 1 coming in to Robbie Jones or Jack Decker. 2-1 to Decker. And nowhere close on that one. Count goes to 2-2. So Ruhlman looking in. 3-1 is the count. And Decker is going to take a walk on that one. It's going to bring up Kyle Canavan. So Canavan fouled out to the catcher Black the last time on a bunt. So first pitch. And that one is hit on a line out to center, left center. That ball is going to drop in. And Canavan has his first hit of the game. It's nice to have that kind of production in the 9-hole. So that's going to bring up Justin Meekins, who has flied out and been hit by a pitch. That is just the third hit for the Seagulls here through the first 4.5. First pitch coming in to Meekins. And that pitch misses outside. Count goes to 1 ball and no strikes. Both of these teams with terrific offenses can score on you at will. So here's the 1-0. And that ball is fouled off on the right side, out of play. And the count will run even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Meekins steps back into the box. One. And fastball misses down and in. Count goes to 2 balls and a strike, as that was just below the knees. Ruhlman will now have to hit the reset button. He looks in on Black. He has his pitch. Ruhlman winds, delivers, and a breaking ball. And Ruhlman felt the squeeze on that one as it catches the inside part of the plate for ball 3. And a ballpark full of Roanoke fans disagrees with that call. 3-1. Now to Meekins. And there's ball 4. So the bases are now loaded with just 1 out. So the bags are full here. So Scott Ardo comes in. He is 0 for 2, reached on a error and grounded out to short. So Ruhlman in his first real jam here. First pitch, and that one's inside. Ardum steps out of the way. And here's the 1-0 from Ruhlman. And that pitch misses outside. And the count goes to 2 balls and no strikes. Pitching coach going to come out and have a talk with Ruhlman here. Just trying to calm him down. And while they're having a conversation, we're going to take the break with them. We'll be right back. So we are ready to resume play. Bases loaded, 1 out, 3-run ball game. This could be a key at bat. Ruhlman looking in. And that pitch misses in the dirt. Count goes to 2-0. And Ruhlman has got to be careful not to let those calls that have possibly gone against him get into his head right now, causing him to get out of his game. 3-0, and that's a 4-pitch walk, and that's going to walk in a run. Makes it a 4-2 contest. So that's going to bring up Pete Grosso. So Grosso was 1 for 5 in the previous game. He comes in 389. No homers, 3 RBIs, and actually after the 1 in the last game, he has 4 RBIs for the tourney. So Ruhlman, here we go. And how big are those 2 runs right now that Roanoke was able to strike for in the last inning? And there's first pitch strike from Ruhlman. Count goes to 0-1. So the 0-1 coming in. Here it is. Fastball grounded down to third. Donald kicks it. 1 run is in. And so that's going to be an error as Grosso will reach and a run will come in. It's a 4-3 ball game now. So that's going to bring up Jack Berry. He has flown out twice. So Ruhlman trying to get out of this one. Breaking ball misses outside. Count goes to 1 ball, no strikes. So here we go. 1-0. And fly ball out to left center. Ellis is under that, but that ought to get the runner in. Meekins hustling home. In the meantime, another runner moves up to third. And ladies and gentlemen, we have got a tie ball game. As Berry comes through with the sac fly, RBI. So that's going to bring up Tom Labriola. He's popped up to third and popped up to right thus far. Runners on the corners here. 2 outs. Here we go. And that pitch misses for ball 1. On the way. And that one is in tight for ball 2. So Ruhlman, who had pretty much cruised along up to this point, having some trouble here in the bottom half of the 5th, has given up 3 runs now to tie this up at 4. Go ahead run on third, 2 outs. And that pitch is over for a strike. Count goes to 2-1 now. Labriola had an RBI in the last game. Would love to pick up one here for the Seagulls, get them ahead going into the middle innings. That pitch is over for strike 2. Count goes to 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. 3 already home in the inning. Here we go, the 2-2. Ooh, and that one got him. That one got Labriola. So the bases are now loaded again. That's going to bring up Perry now, who Perry has lined out and flied out. So the Seagulls have sent 8 men to the plate right now this inning. If Perry can get on, they would have batted around. Bases loaded, and that pitch is over for a called strike 1. So Ruhlman looking to work out of this one and still have his team with the lead. 0-1. And a swing and a miss, and the count goes to no balls and 2 strikes. So Ruhlman just needs one more pitch here. One more. And he will get out of this inning without Roanoke trailing. And that pitch is going to be high, 1-2. Coleman, the delivery, and that ball is popped foul back behind home plate. And we're going to do the 1-2 all over again. Bottom fifth, 4-4 game. Runners on the corners. Force at any bag for the Maroons. And that ball is popped foul and gets back on the ceiling over here by the press box. And the count is stuck on 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's Ruhlman fighting for his life right now. Trying to get out of this with the game still tied. And a foul ball. And Perry is going to make him throw some pitches. And the 1-2 once again. Here it comes. And finally a swing and a miss. And that's going to do it here for the bottom of the fifth. But not before Salisbury picks up 3 runs in the inning. They will leave the bases stranded, though. They will strand the bases loaded. So we go to the top of the 6th, different ball game. 4-4 is the score when we come back. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Dan Daniel Park here at American Legion Post 325 Field. So, Oster on the mound now. Jeff Oster on the mound for the Seagulls. 4th appearance in 3 days. Picked up the win last night. 4th appearance. Has made 2 starts. 3-0 record. No saves. 15 2/3 thrown, has given up 17 hits, 3 walks, has struck out 12, and has a 2.93 ERA. So what a tournament by this young man right here. He had the win in last night's game. Has thrown 199 career innings, Oster has. Oster's first pitch misses, and I'm sorry, I misread that. It's actually 109 innings pitched for Oster. 1-0, and that one's over for a called strike 1. So Ellis leading off this inning for the Maroons, and Ellis a swing and a miss. Oster 3-0 so far in this tournament. So the 1-2, and that pitch misses outside. Count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two-two, and that's going to freeze up Willis on the outside corner, and he is down on strikes for the 2nd time today. And Drew McCullough steps up now. He has singled and grounded out to short. So right now, Salisbury 4 runs on just 3 hits. Incredible efficiency by the Seagulls. That pitch misses outside. Of course, a couple of those runs have come on bases loaded walks. And that ball is hit through the right side. And McCullough has his second hit of the ball game. And that's going to bring up Will Black, who has popped out and grounded out to second thus far. Oster checking in on McCullough over at first. Pitch to Black. Black showing bunt. Pitch misses. Count goes to 1-0. On the way to Black. Runner on, 1 out. Here in the top of the 6th. That pitch misses. Game time sitting at about 1 hour and 20 minutes right now. 2-0 on the way. Pickoff move. Back over. McCullough is back in, head first, safe. Oster looking in. And that pitch is over inside part of the plate. Wow, I don't know about that one. As Black looks at strike 1. So 2-1 coming in. Here we go. And that one misses outside. Count goes to 3-1. And I think perhaps Black might have gotten a makeup call on that last pitch, as that looked better than the previous strike. So 3-1. Pickoff move, and he's back in safely. Black steps back in. And Black is going to take ball 4. So Roanoke now runners on first and second base for Eli Sumter. Sumter has struck out and singled thus far. So let's see what Sumter can do. Oster looks in. Winds, here's the delivery. Showing bunt, pulls back. Count goes to 1 ball and no strikes. One 0. Sumter showing bunt again, nothing going. Count goes to 2 balls and no strikes. So the 2-0. Sumter looking to try to get the Maroons back in front with a base hit here. Two-0 count. And Sumter will take a look at a called strike 1 there. So the 2-1. Oster digging in. Looks in on Labriola. Has his pitch. Wines delivers. Sumter showing bunt again. This time it's over. Count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 1 down, runners on first and second. A big point in the game for both of these teams as we are getting on into the middle innings. And Sumter is going to send a fly ball out into shallow right center. And he misses it. He drops it out there. Runner is going to go over to third. So we now have the bases loaded. And so Will Black, or Eli Sumter, will reach on a Costly error by Grosso. And they're actually going to rule that a hit. So that is Sumter's second hit of the ballgame. So that's going to bring up Sean Guida. Bases loaded. So Oster in the jam. And that ball is fouled back against the backstop. Count goes to 0-1. So the 0-1 looking in on Oster. And that one is shot up the middle. Nice draw by Grosso. 1 run is in. The second comes around to score. And it is a 6-4 ball game in favor of Roanoke College. As Sean Guida delivers a 2-run single up the middle. Grosso, who has pulled some plays out of his hat thus far this tournament, made a great play out there at second, made a great effort, but unable to pull it in the end, and that's going to end up scoring 2 runs. But Makula and Black so that's going to bring up Donald. And are we going to have a pitching change? So Oster just has carried a heck of a workload this week. 4th appearance in 3 days. That is a lot to ask of any pitcher, but especially a college-age kid. And actually, they're going to go ahead and, I believe, leave him on. They are. He and Grosso are 2 of the aces on this Salisbury team. So runners on first and second now after Sean Guida's 2-run single. So Collier Donald now stepping in. He has walked, been hit by a pitch, and singled. And that one is inside for ball 1. 1-0. Offering on its way from Oster. That misses and moves the count to 2 balls and no strikes. Coming in once again. And the pickoff move, no good. So Oster looking in on Labriola. The 0-2 count to Donald. And that one is over for strike 2. Two. Oh, and that one just misses. It's going to run the count full at 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runners on first and second, 1 down. Donald up at the plate. And Donald's going to take a walk. And so that's going to load the bases for Will Decker, who had a RBI sac fly his last time up. So bases loaded. And coach coming back out And you have almost got to think that that's going to be the end of Oster. Oster has done an incredible job over the course of this whole entire tournament, and he is going to get a standing ovation from the crowd. Even the Roanoke fans getting up and giving this kid a round of applause as he carried an absolute workload over the course of this weekend. 4 games, 4 appearances in 3 days. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we will have the rest of the action from the top of the 6th. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Pitching change for the Seagulls. Number 17, Brad Keith, now on the mound. His first test will be Will Decker, who had an RBI sac fly his last time up. And first pitch over for a called strike 1. The 0-1 coming in to Decker now. Decker popped up to short, grounded out to third, and an RBI sac fly in his 3 at-bats thus far. And he's going to line that one out to center field. Meekins cannot get it. That ball is back against the wall. 1 run's in, 2 runs are in, 3 runs are in. And that is a 3-run triple by Will Decker. And I think that might have just broken this thing wide open. Will Decker crushes the 3-run triple to center field. And it is now 9-4. Wow, what a spot, what a hit. Talking about clutch. A bases clearing triple. 9-4. Still just 1 out. And that's going to bring up Dean Hermanson, who has a 2-run single and an RBI single. So Salisbury came back, able to tie it up in the bottom of the 5th. And now Roanoke has erupted for 5 runs in the top half of the 6th. A swing and a miss by Hermanson. Count is now at 1 ball, 1 strike. And that one's in the dirt. Meekins looked like he hesitated just a little bit trying to get a read on that ball. And it was a screamer sent out there. That pitch misses. 3-1 is now your count. Here's the 3-1, and that ball has popped up on the right side, and that is going to get back foul. So Roanoke has now put up 30 runs in total against the Seagulls. Picked up 15 in the first game, 6 in the second, and now 9 in this one. And we are not even done with the 6th. And there's a walk by that's going to put Hermanson on. Walk by Keith. So that's going to bring up Sam Watson. So Watson has grounded out to short, flied out to right, and flied out to left. And first pitch inside corner, over for a called strike 1. Oh, 1. And that ball is hit out to right field. If that stays fair, it's trouble. It's down off the wall. 1 run is in. Another one rounding the plate. And he is going to score standing up. And it is now 11-4 Roanoke. And Roanoke, just like it did in the first game against Salisbury, they are on fire right now in the 6th. 7 runs. And that breaks this one open 11-4. Sam Watson, a 2-run double down the right field line. And it is now 11-4. So that's going to bring up Scott Ellis, who struck out his last time up. And now just like that, the Maroons have sent 8 men to the plate. And that one is in the dirt for ball 1. 7 runs in the 6th for the Maroons. And that has put Salisbury in a serious hole. So the 1-0 from Keith. And that one is in at the knees for strike 1. Of course, Salisbury they are no slouch either when it comes to hitting. They had the bats to respond and start chipping away at this. 1-1 in the dirt. Salisbury at this point does not need them all back in 1 inning. They can come back and maybe pick up 2 or 3 in the bottom of the 6th and then get a shutdown inning, come back, pick up another 2 or 3, then they are back in this ball game. Chopper down to third. Barry Fields, the throw over to Perry. Throw back over to third. It's going to get away. They were going for the double play as Watson was trying to make it over on the ground out. The throw got away, but it is well backed up by the Seagulls defense. No advance moving forward. McCool is stepping in now, swing and a foul tip. So Roanoke has now batted around in the top half of the sixth. And that ball is fouled back. They have pushed across 7 runs. The 0-2 coming in McCullough, who is 2 for 3. And another hard hit ball, but that's right to our Odin. And in the meantime, though, the damage has been done. Roanoke picks up 7 runs. They will leave 1 stranded. We are through 5.5. 11-4 is your score as we head into the bottom of the 6th. We will be right back from Dan Daniel Park. So Robbie Jones leading things off for the Seagulls here in the bottom of the 6th. They now trail 11-4. First pitch over for a called strike 1. So it had been a pretty fast-moving game up until the last couple innings, and Jones is going to send one towards the gap. That's going to drop in left center, and Jones has his second hit of the game. He is now 2 for 3, so it's going to bring up Jack Decker, who took a walk his last time up. Jack Decker facing his brother Will Decker down there at first base for the Maroons. Ruhlman's still on. And why not? The Maroons have a 7-run lead, and he has not done a bad job at all. And a swing and a miss by Decker. And Decker falls behind 0-1. So Salisbury needs to realize that they do not need to get them all back at one time. You can start chipping away here a little bit. But they're also going to put a lot of pressure on their pitching and defense as they're going to need some shutdown ends from here. Ruhlman breaks out the big hook. Count goes to 1 ball, 1 strike. One delivery from Ruhlman. That ball is chopped down to short. 6, 4, and 3. And just like that, any momentum that Salisbury might have had been able to get going is zapped with the 6-4-3 ground ball double play. So that brings up Kyle Canavan. Has popped out and singled. So Salisbury looked like it might have had a little momentum cooking here in the bottom half of the 6th. Jones able to get on with the leadoff single, but the 6-4-3 double play by Decker zaps that. So the 1-0. And a swing and a miss by Canavan. And there's strike 2. That ball is fouled back. And now there's strike two. So the 1-2 coming into Canavan. And that one misses high. Good pitch there from Ruhlman. Trying to get Canavan to go chasing. So the 2-2 on its way. And that ball is hit through the left side. So Kyle Canavan has his second hit of the game. And that's going to take us back to the top of the order. And Justin Meekins. Meekins only one official at bat today, the flyout. He has been hit by a pitch and walked. So runner on first, 2 outs, 7-run game. We entered the top of the sixth tied at 4. And Roanoke just made it rain, and Meekins is going to sneak one. Oh, no, a great play by Hermanson. Throw over to second. That was always going to be a tough play. Hermanson doing a great job of keeping that ball in the infield. So Meekins is going to pick up the single. So that's going to bring up Ardon. He took a RBI base on balls the last time up. And breaking ball misses inside. Count goes to 1 ball and no strikes. So 1-0. Here we come. And that ball is smacked out to center field. Should be routine for Ellis. It is. So despite getting a couple of base runners in the bottom of the sixth, Salisbury cannot cut into its deficit. We're through a full 6 here at Dan Daniel Park. We've got an 11-4 ball game. We will be right back. So Will Black stepping up to the plate now. He has flown out to right, grounded out to second, and walked. So it was Black that got the rally started the last inning for the Maroons. And first pitch strike over. So Jack Cheney on the mound now for the Seagulls. who are now 9 outs away from elimination. 0-1. And that pitch is at the knees for a called strike 2. So the 0-2 coming in. And that ball is popped up third base side. Drifting, and Ardoin is going to end up calling it. And there's the first out of the inning. So that's going to bring up Eli Sumter. Sumter is 2 for 3. First pitch over for a called strike 1. A 1 delivery from Cheney, and that one just misses off the plate. So 1-1. And that one misses down and away. Count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. And that one misses down and away, and the count goes to 3 balls and a strike now. So Sumter looking to try to get on here in the top half of the 7th. 1 already down. So 3-1 from Cheney. And that's a ball. Sumter takes the 5-pitch walk. And that's going to bring up Sean Guida. Has grounded out 2 short. Singled, popped out to third, and has a 2-run single. So Roanoke, definitely right now the sleeper team of this tournament. First pitch to Guida, fastball over. I think going into this, a lot of people had either Salisbury or LaGrange winning it. Of course, Salisbury eliminated LaGrange last night. So the 0-1. But Roanoke came in. They started off the tournament with a 15-5 victory against Salisbury. Then they knocked off Emory. Then they gave LaGrange its first loss yesterday. So 3-1, only 1 loss team right now in this tournament. So Guida falls behind 1-2 after that last pitch. It's on its way, and Guida will pop that one up on the left side, drifting out into left field. Canavan under it, and there's the out. It's now going to bring up Collier Donald. Donald has walked, been hit by a pitch, singled, and walked again. So really 1 for 1 for that young man on the afternoon. 2 outs now, top 7, runner on first, 11-4 ball game, and Donald a chopper, and that's going to get down the line and left. It looks like they are going to wave Sumter around. Sumter hustling. He's going to get in there to score, and it looks like Donald is going to get in with a hustle triple. And the Maroons are not done yet. They tack on another one, 12-4. And you can start to see frustration on the face of the Seagulls right now. And the manager is going to come out and have a talk with the umpire. Going to make sure that that ball was fair. It looked like it stayed to the right of the line. And while they're discussing that, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we will have the rest of the top of the 7th here from Danville, Virginia. So Will Decker stepping in now. Will Decker had the huge 3-run triple that knocked the cover off this ball game. And that pitch misses on the outside corner. 1 ball, no strikes. Decker really with the difference maker. He has 4 RBIs in this game. So the 1-0. Decker will pop that one up into foul territory on the third base side. Barry is there, and that's going to do it. So that's going to conclude matters here in the top of the 7th. But not before Roanoke can push across another run. 7th inning stretch time here at Dan Daniel. We'll be right back.
And welcome back as we go to the bottom half of the 7th inning. New pitcher on the mound for Roanoke. That'll be number 6. Rawlings Cumby making his another appearance at Grasso at the plate. And first pitch ball, second pitch fouled away. We'll take a look at Cumby. This is his 3rd appearance. He has 2 saves in those appearances for Roanoke. I believe those were over the first 2 wins of the tournament as that pitch misses outside. Two-one pitch to Grasso and just missed the outside corner. That'll be ball 3. Roanoke broke this game open the last 3 innings. They lead 12-4 over Salisbury. The winner of this game moves on to the College World Series. Ball chopped out to third base. Throw over in time for out number 1. And with 1 out, that'll bring up Jack Berry.
Thank you, sir. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Bottom of the 7th, 12-4 Roanoke. The first pitch over from Cumby is going to be a ball. So the 1-0. And that ball is popped foul on the right side. So number 22, Jack Berry, stepping in. Had an RBI sac fly his last time up, and that 3-run 5th, that allowed Salisbury to come back and tie it. That ball is fouled off by Berry against the net. Count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. So the 1-2 on the way over to Berry. So Cumbie looking in. The 1-2 count. And that ball is fouled off on the right side. That will get back foul for another strike. Count actually will stay at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Should have said another foul. So 1-2 from Cumbie, and that one misses outside, so the count runs even at 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Berry. 1 out, top 7. Cumbie digging in. Winds and delivers, and that ball is sent down to short. Nice play by Hermanson. And Hermanson is going to toss that one over. And there's the second out of the inning, as Berry will ground out to second, or to short. So Tom Labriola is stepping in now. He has popped up to third, flied out to right, and has been hit by a pitch today. First delivery from Cumbie is on the outside corner, but no good. Count goes to 1 ball and no strikes. So Labriola taking a couple of practice cuts here, waiting on the pitch. Cumbie winds, delivers, and that ball is fouled off directly behind home plate. And that will run the count even at 1 ball, 1 strike. So Salisbury finds itself down to its final 7 outs here on the season. And Roanoke finds itself 7 outs away from the program's first College World Series berth. The 1-1. And that ball is sent hard out to right field, right center. And in the end, that's going to be Ellis tracking that down. And that's the inning. So we are through 7. We move on to the top of the 8th. Roanoke leads 12-4. We'll be right back. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to the top of the 8th inning. It is going to be Dean Hermanson leading things off. No, excuse me, Will Black leading things off. Popped out to short his last time up. So here it comes, and that ball is hit down to the left side, down the left field line. That's going to be 1, and that is a leadoff double, and the onslaught continues for the Maroons of Roanoke College. And Dean Hermanson with a double there down the left field line to kick things off. My fault on that. I actually had it right the first time and thought I had looked at the wrong spot in my lineup. And the first pitch misses. So that's going to bring up Sam Watson, who had a 2-run double his last time up. 1-0 on the way from Cheney. Pitch misses in the dirt. Count goes to 2-0. And that ball is chopped down foul on the first baseline. 2-0. Thanks. 2-1 from Cheney. Watson looking in, had the big 2-run double his last time up. That pitch is down and in. 3-1. Watson stepping out of the box for a moment. He steps back in, and we are ready to resume play. 3-1 delivery, and that is another chopper down the first base line and another foul ball. And the count runs full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. "12-4 ball game. So it was a thrilling end to the last contest as Roanoke was able to get 1 run in the bottom of the ninth to make it a 7-6 game. And then it looked like we for sure had the tying hit, possibly even the go-ahead run come in, possibly even the winning run, but Rodin making a great play out there at short. And that ball is popped up. And there's the first out. So that's going to bring up Scott Ellis, who grounded out to third his last time up. Cheney looks in. And first pitch in the dirt. And the play down at third, and they got him. They got him. And there's the second out of the inning. As Hermanson tried to stretch that one. Playing aggressive ball, you can't blame him. Why not? You got an 8-run lead. So Ellis will now hit with nobody out and 2 on, facing a 1-0 count. Cheney looking in, delivers the 1-0. And there's a chopper down to short. And 6-3, and that's going to do it here in the top of the 8th. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move into the last half of the 8th inning. 12-4 Roanoke. We will be right back. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dan Daniel Park American Legion Post 325 field. Jay Perry leading things off for Salisbury. Perry has lined out to right, flown out to right, and struck out. And first pitch from Cumbie over for a strike. We'll get ahead early. Cumbie looking in. Cumbie, the sidearm pitcher. And that ball is fouled off on the right side. Count goes to 0-2. So Perry looking for his first hit of the ball game. And that pitch misses outside. 1-2. Not a bad knockout pitch there, trying to get Perry to go chasing on it. Game time right now at just a little over 2 hours. Oh. And kind of expecting an appeal down to first there, but to check the swing, but no appeal. And the count goes to 2-2 now. 2-2 to Perry, and Perry fouls that one off on the right side. And the count stays at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two. And that one just misses on the inside part of the plate. Count goes full at 3 balls, 2 strikes. Perry, stepping in. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. And that one misses, so Perry will work the leadoff walk to start the bottom of the 8th. So that's going to bring up Robbie Jones. Jones has singled, grounded out to second, and has another single, 2 for 3. So Jones has had a pretty good day today for the 4 for 8. 2 runs scored, so an even 500 on the day for the kid. So not a bad day at the ballpark at all. Cumbie looks in. First offering to Jones is crushed down the right field line, but foul. And the count goes to no balls and a strike. The 0-1. Cumbie looking in. Sidearm delivery coming up. And he's going to step off the mound for a second. So it looks like we're going to have Simon Palanchar pinch hit next for the Seagulls. 0-1. And that one is there on the outside corner. Count goes to 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, no outs, 1 on. 12-4 ball game. Oh-2. Ball's chopped back to Cumbie. Cumbie fields. Throw is high. Nice job there, though, by Decker to come down with it. And there's the first out. In the meantime, though, Perry will get up to second. So Simon Palanchar stepping up now. So Simon Palanchar stepping in. He got the start the last game for the Seagulls. Not in the starting lineup the second time around. First pitch from Cumbie, grounded down to second. That is an easy play for Sumter. He fires over to Decker. Out number 2. So Roanoke College just needs 4 more outs to move on to the 2017 College World Series. So we've got another pinch hitter. He will come in for Canavan. So number 3, Kevin Dean, batting. First pitch in there for a called strike 1. Count goes to no balls and 1 strike. Ladies and gentlemen, it is, now that we are coming close to wrapping up, it has been our pleasure to bring you this great NCAA Division III Regional. We'd like to thank all of you fans for tuning in to the Averett Sports Network for these games. And that ball is hit out to right field, a little blooper. That's going to score a run. So Salisbury not going away yet. Kevin Dean, a RBI single. And so that's going to turn the order back over for the Seagulls. Justin Meekins stepping in. Meekins 1 for 2, had a single his last time up. Cumby's first offering is a breaking ball over for a called strike 1. So Meekins went 3 for 4 in the first game, 2 RBIs. So 4 for 8 so far this afternoon. And there's a ball hit down to third base. And the throw over to Decker. And that's going to do it. That's going to move it on to the top of the 9th. Salisbury able to push a run back across, though. We are through 8. Roanoke leads 12-5. We'll be right back. So top of the 9th, we're back. Drew McCullough leading things off for Roanoke, who are now just 3 outs away from the College World Series. McCullough's first offering, or Cheney's first offering, swung at by McCullough and missed. McCullough, a couple of hits on the evening. Here's the 0-1, and that ball is sent out to left field the opposite way. And Dean is there. Dean now in left field to replace Canavan. So Will Black steps in now. Black still looking for his first hit on the afternoon. It's been overcast all day here and a little bit chilly. Hasn't dampened the mood, though, of these fans out here at Dan Daniel Park. Black looking at an 0-1 from Cheney. And that pitch misses. Count goes to 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Nobody on here to lead off the top of the 9th. Here we go, and that one misses. So the 2-1 to Black coming in from Cheney. And that ball is chopped down the line. That is going to be fair. The ball is overthrown. And he's going to get over to second on the throwing arrow. And so that's going to bring up Eli Sumter. Sumter 2 for 3, has singled, pair of singles, struck out, and has walked. So that's going to, as I said, that's going to bring up Eli Sumter. So first pitch coming in to Sumter. And that pitch misses on the inside. So 1-0. So Black reaching second on the E5. Oh, sorry. Okay. And that one misses. Count goes to 2-0. To Sumter. And Sumter, a shot through the left side. And Sumter now has his third hit of the ball game. And still only 1 out. Runners on the corners. As that's going to bring up Sean Guida. He has a 2-run single and a single pair of hits. Guida 2 for 5 so far. He will now hit with runners on first and third and 1 out. Top of the 9th. 12-5 ball game. First pitch from Cheney. That's going to miss for a ball. Count goes to 1-0. So the 1-0. And that one misses. Count goes to 2 balls and no strikes. So runners on the corners now. 1 down. So the 2-0 on the way in from Cheney to Guida. Here we go. And that one is there for strike 1. So the count goes to 2 balls and a strike. So Cheney's going to take a second here to retuck in his jersey. So Cheney will step back on the mound, facing Guida, who has a pair of singles today and a pair of RBIs in this contest. So the 2-1. And Guida is going to hit that one on a line out to left field. Dean is going back. He's got to catch. Meanwhile, the run will come in. But they do get a out on the play and also a run in. I can't remember how to do that. So Collier Donald steps in. And that pitch is over for a called strike one. The 0-2. And that one is over on the inside part of the plate. And now it's 0-2. So here it comes. And that ball is hit foul. 2 outs. 13-5 is the score. Ooh, and that one's going to pop him, but they're going to say it hit the bat, so the ball is in play. And that's going to do it here. So we move into the final inning. Roanoke pushes the run across 13-5. Salisbury down to its last 3 when we come back. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are headed to the bottom of the 9th. So right now for Salisbury, Scott Ardoin is going to lead things off. Salisbury down to their final 3 outs. Need to pick up 8 runs if they're going to come back and continue their season. We'll look to extend it at least another inning. So the 0-1. Here it comes. And that ball is hit down to first, and it's going to bounce over Decker. And so, leadoff single. And so that's going to bring up Pete Grosso. First pitch to Grosso from Cumbie. That pitch is fouled off the right side. That will be strike 1. So the 0-1 on the way from Cumbie to Grosso, and that pitch is low. Count goes to 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out, 1 on. Here we go. And that one misses just a touch inside. Count goes to 2 balls and a strike. Grosso looking to get on base here. 2-1. And that ball is hit out to center field. Ellis is there. And there's out number 1. So now just needing 2 more outs are the Maroons. And that's going to bring up Jack Berry. And that pitch is fouled off down the right side and out of play. So bottom of the ninth. Count goes to 0-1. And that ball is hit down to short. 6, 4, 3, and Roanoke is the USA NCAA Division III baseball regional champion with a 13-5 victory over Salisbury. As they go to 4-1, they will advance to play in next week's NCAA Division III Baseball World Series. And Roanoke, the little team that could, really came in here today and just played a great game. They lost the first one by a score of 7-6, then bounced back and won this one 13-5 to clinch it here all and go to the NCAA Division III Baseball World Series in Appleton, Wisconsin. Congratulations to both of these teams. The Maroons picking up their first regional NCAA tournament regional championship. First appearance in the Baseball World Series. And this has just been a great season. Great season for Salisbury, too, as Salisbury will finish off 35-11. Roanoke goes to 33-17. Final line score, Roanoke, 13 runs, 14 hits, 2 errors. Salisbury, 5 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors. And I think right now the big difference in this game, no doubt, that 7th run, 5th inning from Roanoke. And that changed the course of the game. Really looking here right now, and I think going to have to give it to Will Decker, player of the game, had 4 RBIs in this contest. And also something to mention, Jeff Oster for the Seagulls, absolutely a heroic weekend for that young man. 4 appearances in 3 days through just about 18 innings altogether. And he will finish with 3 wins. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Davin Wilson on behalf of the city of Danville, the Danville Braves, and Averett University. It has been a pleasure bringing you this NCAA regional. So, make sure that you follow the World Series the rest of the way. And for all of us here in Danville at the Danville Braves and Averett University, I'm Davin Wilson saying everybody stay safe and thank you for tuning in and good night.
Fans, as you can see, Roanoke College celebrating on the field after winning the 2017 South Region Championship here in Danville, Virginia. They will head to Appleton, Wisconsin for the College World Series starting next week. We have our all-tournament team for you. The designated hitter from LaGrange College was Casey Bell. The pitchers on the all-tournament team from Salisbury, Jeff Oster, and from Roanoke, John Ruhlman. The catcher from Salisbury, Tom Labriola. At first base from Roanoke College, Will Decker. At second base from Rowan University, Alex Kokas. The third baseman from Roanoke, Collier Donald. The shortstop from Roanoke, Dean Hermanson. Your outfielders from Salisbury, Robbie Jones. And from Roanoke, Sean Guida and Scott Ellis. And the 2017 South Region Most Outstanding Player from Roanoke College, outfielder Sam Watson. So congratulations to the Maroons, and congratulations to Salisbury on a fantastic season. And that'll wrap things up here from the South Regional in Danville. Thanks for joining us throughout the whole week, through all 11 games. And we were blessed to see a lot of great baseball over those 11 games. So with that, we will wrap things up. Thanks for joining us.